Hi, welcome back. Great to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Today we're going to talk texture, and in particular this kind of texture. Just look at these, aren't they fabulous? This is the popcorn stitch, and if you're wanting to add lots of 3D texture to your work, then I definitely recommend the popcorn stitch. So hang around and I'll show you how I work these into this scarf. So popcorn stitch, I absolutely love it because it gives you this great texture and it's so quick and easy to do. It looks a bit scary at first because you do have to unhook your hook from one of the stitches, but I'll give you a little trick just to make sure that you don't lose all of your work. So let me show you how I've worked these ones on this scarf. So I've got a little sample here that I've already started to work. You can see I've worked two popcorn stitches here previously into a couple of rows of half double crochet underneath. So the way we're going to work it is to work, basically we work a shell stitch first. So we're going to work 4 double crochets all into the same stitch. So that's 1 double crochet, and then you see I'm going straight back into that same stitch. We have 2, and then again back into that same stitch. Try not to pull too tight, otherwise you run the risk of the stitch that you're working into opening up a long way, and you might end up with a bit of a hole there if you pull too tight when you're working your all 4 of your double crochet into that same stitch. So you can see here we've basically worked a shell stitch. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet there all into the same stitch. Now what we're going to do to turn it into these wonderful 3D popcorn stitches is we're going to unhook our hook. So what I tend to do is I will pull the loop so that it's quite large, and if you have a yarn that is quite fibrous, quite sticky and not likely to slip, so more of a wool yarn, it is quite easy just to leave that loop. If you're working with a cotton or a silk or anything that is going to slip out, what I would recommend you do, or what I would recommend you do if you're just slightly nervous of losing your stitches, is just slip your finger into that loop, and that will hold it there for you. Now what we're going to do is insert our hook back where we started. So we'll count back for our 4 double crochet. So this is where we first started, and we insert our hook under here, and then we pull it along the back of our double crochet, insert our hook back into that loop, and just pull that a little bit tight. Okay, so you can see there what I've done. I've taken it along the back of the stitches, and then we're just going to take the loop and pull it back along behind the double crochets and back through to the front of our work and pull that tight, and you'll see that these double crochet kind of loop up against each other to create a kind of flower cup shape. And then I'm just going to do a quick yarn over and pull through that loop to finish it off and secure it. And there we go, we have our 3 popcorn stitches. Do you like me to show you that again? So we're going to work 4 double crochet all into that same stitch in the row below. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then our final 4th double crochet. Obviously, if you wanted more of a 3D shape, you can work more than 4 double crochet into the stitch. I have just found that for this yarn in particular, 4 seems to work well to give me the effect that I want. So I've got my 4 double crochet. I'm going to increase my loop and I'm going to put my finger through it just so that I don't lose it. And then I'm going to insert my hook, take it behind the double crochet, insert it back into that loop. That was our working loop, and then pull that back through to the front. Yarn over and just secure that with a little slip stitch. Easy as pie. I hope you can give it a go.